Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Teresa here, and...
Lunch, and Brad.
It's Lunch, Munch, and Brad. It is Sunday, October 9th, 2016. It is 12:49 p.m. on this beautiful, sunny Florida day. Blue skies. Not even really a breeze. I mean,
It's
just a very slight one.
When you get closer to the bay, it is.
Well, yeah, of course. Say this.
Sunday.
Thank you. It is 78 degrees right now. Real feel is 82, so it's very nice out. High will be 86. The low will be 60.
Right.
Which we get so excited about because, that means, you get to turn the AC off at night. You get to open up some windows or some winders. And, it's just very nice. That's a real treat. So that's what we have going on there. Let me get my cheat notebook. Wanted to do a couple quick product reviews. I know Deb Farrell wanted to know about, I had bought these little stupid junky little plastic speakers from Dollar Tree. I thought maybe I could plug them into my laptop so we could hear better when we're watching a movie on Netflix. So they plug in just like headphones, and do they help at all?
Not the slightest.
No, but my husband had evidently, and I didn't know it, and he didn't realize it had turned down some volume or something.
Yeah, the master volume.
And I had looked on the master volume and hadn't seen where it could be adjusted. I guess I didn't look in the right setting. So, but anyway, he fixed that, so it's a little bit better. But we just sit real close together and lean in real close to the screen. And whenever possible, we have a closed captioning on anyway, because, I'm hearing impaired, and that just, helps me. And we've gotten so used to it that, it seems odd if it's not going on. Come on, Charlie. Get up, please. Brad's trying to sit down and eat his lunch, and the dogs won't move at all, so he can even walk. So, something new. Can you hand me that black thing, babe?
I do.
Thank you. I always have this little pillow thing behind my back. It just how my back is makes it feel better, much better. Anyway, yesterday did not take a nap. Did not take a nap at all. I'm trying not to take naps, or if I do, like I said, not lay down any more than an hour, because it just messes with my sleep pattern so bad. And I'm feeling more energetic. As since I've cut out the carbs and the sugar, or most of the carbs and all of the sugar, I am feeling, and I've switched my eating over to very healthy. I am slowly losing weight. I am feeling more and more energetic. I think you can tell that too. I do a lot more. I move around a lot more. So, everybody that has kept encouraging me, thank you. Because, we all kind of lose our way different points in times in our life. And having friends that encourage you without letting you know they think you're, a horrible person or something, that's what real friends are.
Yeah.
So Brad went to work, and when he went to work, I did my seated exercises, and then I vacuumed, and I dusted, and I cleaned all of the nose art off the windows from the dogs, and I have to do that every time I clean house. I generally now clean house top to bottom every other day, And granted, it doesn't take that long in RV, but you'd be kind of surprised because you have to move a lot of stuff to really clean. And then I had to, what I call, work a whole bunch of produce. I usually cut up big thing of salad mix that I make myself. and I cut up enough for a couple of days. So I did all that, did the dishes. There were a lot of dishes left because we had done a lot of cooking yesterday. And then I finally was all done with all of that stuff and got to sit and do some looming. And I'm starting that those toppers for the kitchen towels. And it's a pattern I'm coming up with on my own, because traditionally you'll see these crocheted. I don't crochet. That's raised my hand. Too bad I don't crochet very much for that reason. I've come up with this design, and I measured the distance of the towels. The towels I have are 16 inches across. I measured out the pegs, and then I'm doing a decrease, and I probably will get, I'm not going to go in too much more, because what I'll end up doing is I'll end up actually sewing from the very top down some to make it a nice fold over. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. This is, I know that my friend's kitchen, she said, is kind of Thanksgiving colors. This isn't really true to color. This is darker colored than that, and it's very rich reds and rust colors, a little bit of green and white. Because I know she said also she had accent wall that's a red in her kitchen. So what I'm using for this is I'm using some of this. This is one of the colors of yarn, and I'm pairing it with this, which has a nice little shimmer. So it looks real pretty together. That's what's on here. The other ones that I'm making for her, I'm going to be pairing with this yarn here, which is more of the Thanksgiving type fall earth tones. And then I'm going to pair it with some of this, and I also think I'm going to pair it with some orange that I have. So, you know, I'm hoping to do at least 2 towels, the toppers in the same color scheme, you know. And what I'm going to do is, excuse me, sorry, I got a little bit tickled myself. I'm going to put it on these yellow towels. Those are actually microfibers. Those are very nice. And then this is a taupe color. And then also this is a very light gray. So those are the towels, and those should go well with her kitchen, you know. So unfortunately they didn't have any like orange or red in that multi-pack. And so it's fun to do. You know, and I decided I wasn't going to actually charge her anything for these towels, because I bought them in a big multi-pack, and, you know, and I still have to return the other towels that came in, and we'll do that. We'll do that Tuesday, you know. And do it, I'll be making myself some and kind of experimenting on, you know, hey, you like this, you like that. So anyway, that's all that's going on there. And I did some chatting with some friends on Messenger and stuff. That was fun. Always is fun. I haven't replied to your messages because I just kind of ran out of steam, and I got so tired, and then I get ready to go to bed. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to reply to this. I forgot to reply to that. I'm going to sit down this afternoon and do that. You know, probably, in fact, as soon as this is uploaded and I eat lunch, I'm going to sit down and, you know I have 3 or 4 people that are waiting on messages. Then we got the weirdest email of somebody saying that some subscriber who had been a long-time subscriber contacted them and told them of our situation, and that they have an opportunity for us and our YouTube viewers. It's a weird email. I don't think it's true, and so Brad's going to be handling that. He's going to reply. Of course, this person wants us to call him, and it's like, I think they want us to obviously they watched the video because they hit on a lot of key points, but it's like, I'm not interested in selling anything. So, you know, if you're the one that emailed me, I'm not interested in selling anything. Unless it's a craft I've made, I'm not interested in selling any supplements, any patches, anything like that. And we aren't looking for a handout. So, the only way that we would even ever consider living on somebody's land or anything, it would be a work exchange, and would be kind of an ironclad, probably contract drawn up and everything, so everybody is on the same page, and it's set in, would have to be notarized and the whole bit. I mean, we aren't looking for any handout or anything like that, and
Can I add to that?
Sure can.
Okay. And it's not that we're ungrateful.
No, not at all. Oh,
yeah.
Please don't ever think that, people.
And we really, really appreciate, but it's just, I know for a lot of years you see where people contact old people, and we're getting to that point.
There, yeah.
We're getting to that old person point, but you see these contacts and everything, so you do get really leery.
Yeah.
And I know years ago I used to be just...
Oh, I was looking at a sailboat out there on the bay. It was just so pretty. I'm sorry.
I used to be...
Ooh, shiny.
Overly trusting. I used to be a little bit...
Me
I used
too.
to be really naive.
I used to be very naive.
You get to a point where you read all of this stuff and you hear about all this stuff that happens, and you get to be paranoid, So, like Teresa said, we're not... we're not ungrateful. We're very grateful for the offer, but we're just cautious.
We all run into a spot at different points in our life where we need a little help. And, we've had, some of you guys have surprised us with gifts and stuff, which helped out so much.
Was so wonderful.
The things you guys have done have just inspired me so much to keep trying to help other people in any way I can, and stuff. And like I said, I've thanked you guys many times, but you don't want to become one of the people that are continually asking for things. And because we all know people that is always doom and gloom, they're always asking for stuff, and it's like, nobody minds helping out a person, oh, you had this happen, let me help you out. But if you're in a situation like we are, where we were faced with, we got down here, things cost more than we thought they were going to, some things haven't panned out, as we hope, and we didn't realize that it's that way for most people. You hear of a few people that are able to get on disability easily, but most people know. Most people are in the same darn boat we are, where they're fighting for years and years. So, we were faced with, we knew that we basically really did not have enough after, a month or two. We're not going to have quite enough monthly. And like I said, Etsy is wonderful, but it's not a guaranteed thing. It's not a reliable source of income. For most of us. So that's why Brad, even though, yes, his back hurts him like crazy, his feet got that part-time job. And, when a full-time job comes open, he'll most likely be, we plan on it. We will not be able to move from where we're at until he has full-time employment. And because we couldn't afford more rent right now, so why would we get into something that we couldn't afford more rent and then full utilities? That would just be asinine for us. But we're doing steps, and so that it's all good. I mean, but you just don't want to be one of these people that people think that we always need, or that we're always, this happened, please help us. Because no, there's so many other people that really need some help. Help them instead, because we're okay.
Yep.
We're okay. Saying all that, Don't laugh. Stop laughing. I know you're laughing. Jeep broke down again. It's like facepalm. Brad's first night at work was Friday night, right, babe?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. He had to get a jump from his boss when they got off work because the Jeep wouldn't start. Okay, that happened. That's fine. And then we did not go anyplace Saturday because, it was asses and elbows here in the RV park. So it was just everybody here, and we just wanted all the traffic stuff. We wanted to stay buckled down. And
no, Saturday we actually went to. Yeah, get the drugs.
Okay, he was off Friday. I'm sorry. Thursday was your first night at work. So Friday we did not go anywhere. Yesterday, yes, we did go into Crawfordville to get pick up our prescriptions, and we stopped at Dollar General. You guys saw that small haul and stuff. And when I went out, Dollar General, we were standing in line, and I told Brad I was going to go sit out in the Jeep because my back just really started, my hips and my back really started hurting. So I went to go grab the key, and the Jeep kind of went, and which it normally doesn't do, and then it caught and stuff. But last night when he got off work, he drove it to work just fine, but when he got off work, and it wouldn't even jumping it. So your boss gave you a ride home, right? Yep. So the Jeep is at work, and it's Sunday, so... And our friends are gone with doing their own stuff. They'll get with us when they can. The reason I'm smiling and laughing, guys, it's just Murphy's Law. This stuff happens to everybody. Anytime you own a vehicle, something's going to happen, unless you're lucky to have newer vehicles. So, the good thing is, okay, like I said, this is all just Murphy's Law. By the grace of God, the job that Brad got, and we talked about this with the location that was closest to us, is theoretically in walking distance. It's about 2.5 miles.
3 miles.
About 3 miles up the road. Yeah, part of it's kind of on a highway, or is on a highway, so, you'd have to be careful of that. I don't want him to get run over. But we do have some reflective tape we can just put it on him as he leaves, right? He can get his boss to put stripes on the back of his shirt when he leaves, and he can put stripes on the front of his shirt. He'll be okay. Or you could take the reflective collar off our dog.
Oh, I could put that on me.
Yes, it's pink. Yes, and it's a reflective collar. Hey, I knew I should have gotten that one that had the LED lights you could turn on at night.
Yeah.
I will do that for you.
No.
That's an idea, right, guys?
No.
Oh, okay, well, we'll just I could do a Ghetto Fabulous version of that. Are you ready?
Okay.
We just put the flashlight on a string and just hang it around your neck. So anyway, if he has to, he will walk to work.
Yeah.
If he has to, he will walk home. Even though I do worry about that because it's late at night, and I don't worry about anybody doing anything to him, but him accidentally getting hit by a vehicle.
That's why you don't let me play out on the street anymore.
Right. So when our friend gets home, when Ed gets home. Because he has a background in mechanics, but I think it might be the starter solenoid or something. And then we'll get with our mechanic if that's, and then I'm sure he'll work something out with us. We are broke right now, but I know he would. He would wait. All Brett has to do is say, hey, I get paid on Friday, or I get paid in 2 weeks, because this first paycheck's only going to have, just a couple hours on it.
5 hours.
Yeah. So, I'm sure it'll all work out. But we were lucky because we got up to Crawfordville and got the medications we needed. Mm-hmm. I was able to get the towels I needed and stuff. We will find a ride Tuesday to get in to be able to return ship those towels. So don't worry about that, Michelle. We'll find a way to do that.
Yep.
I'm sure we got enough friends around here in this RV park. Somebody will give us a ride, you know, and then we'll repay them. But anyway, so that's all of that. Brings us to today. Oh, I slept better last night. Poor Brad, though. He got off work. His feet were just, you know, and was it more your feet than your back? You could have smacked me silly last night. I'm sitting here talking to him, and all of a sudden he said, "Would you mind rubbing my feet?" And I just kind of went. Now, I used to rub his feet all the time. I started out rubbing his feet because, you know, being a cosmetologist and stuff, I did a lot of pedicures, and I was really good at them and stuff. And
being a nice person.
And I liked rubbing his feet. And he used to just love it. I mean, I would give him a pedicure. You know, I had the tub, and I had everything at home. I would give him a full-on pedicure and rub his feet, and, you know, where you warm up the lotion and the warm towels, and you wrap the feet in the towel, and then basically say goodnight. You know, because he would just melt. You know, I would shave the calluses off the bottom of his feet and everything like that. But he hasn't wanted me to do that in a long time because of the neuropathy he can't feel. And I really have missed rubbing his feet because that was something that I just really enjoyed doing for him. So last night when he asked me, I was just in shock. I'm like, well, sure, you know. So I, you know, got out. Actually, I ended up using, I didn't have any lotion real close, just some muscle rub, which worked fine. I'd read things where some people with neuropathy do rub their feet or use that on their feet. And it does help some people. Now, he really couldn't feel on the bottom. He could feel the pressure. But on the top, he had an area by his little toes that on both feet that really hurt, especially one foot. I don't remember which foot.
The right one.
The right one. But it was kind of a win-win because using the muscle rub, and I have real bad arthritis right here in my hands. And I was using this area right here to rub his foot. There was a pressure point there that felt really good for him. So I doing this. Well, it helped my arthritis too. So, you know, and it was just nice to be able to sit there and rub his feet and talk to him and stuff. And he said it did help. And then we did try the TENS unit. Did that help any?
It did once I got the settings adjusted.
Yeah.
Because the normal settings that I use on my back,
right.
I didn't even feel it.
Okay. Did you just go up pretty high, or?
I did.
Did you max it out?
No.
No?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, if I did that, you'd be prying me off the seat.
Oh, I didn't know, because I know that, you know, I didn't know with the neuropathy how high you might have to go. But, and then, yeah, after I rubbed his feet stuff, we tried with the TENS unit. Now, at this point in time, with the muscle rub and his feet being greased up, the TENS, the electrodes didn't really want to stick too well. So, there's another version of Ghetto Fabulous. So, I ended up putting the sock over after I wired him up and stuff to hold it all in place. But, you know, you do what you can, and I could, like I told him before, I don't mind a bit rubbing his feet. I enjoy it. So, you know.
I enjoyed it.
Anytime, you know. You know. There's many ways of I don't think a lot of people, especially younger people, don't realize there's so many ways of intimacy that don't involve doing the deed. You know, holding hands, rubbing somebody's back, just sitting there quietly talking to them, just one-on-one. You know, just doing nice stuff for each other. So, then did I ever get to do the product review? We're going to do a couple product reviews. I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Oh, I started out with the speakers. I'm sorry. You guys know this. Yeah. I'm kind of puzzled. On the Simple Stick Dirt Devil, I think it's called Simple Stick.
Something like that.
You know, it's basically a stick vacuum. We really like it. We really like it. We picked that up for $18, free shipping. You know, it's a 3-in-1. So it's basically a handheld. It's got a head on it. No, it doesn't have a beater bar, but that's okay. You know, it's got a crevice tool. It's really a back saver. It's light. It doesn't hardly take up any room. It's bagless. You know, I use it, you know, that way I'm able to easily vacuum. You know, like I vacuumed last night and stuff. It's easy to empty, so that's for the win. I'm really glad that we got it. You know, this planner I picked up last night. Really like it. Like I said, they have these at Dollar General. If you have them in your area, maybe they have some left in their markdown cart. This was 25% off, so it was originally $2, and I paid $1.50. It's nice and big and stuff. Yeah, it was called a student planner, but I don't care. You know, I don't care. I'm using it just for, you know, I don't have to put my classes and stuff in it. You know, but I use it. I even use it because I'm creating my own pattern right now. So, you know, on the day, because I just started yesterday, on the day before, I'm writing down my pattern as I do it. So that's all the product reviews I have for that. Today is no exercise day. Yay. Today is no bra day. Double day. Literally, I guess. Good thing I'm not exercising since it's a no bra day.
Yeah.
I allow myself one day a week to not wear a bra. Because, you know, most of us women don't really, you know, dig wearing a bra all the time. But I wear one all the time now in the daytime. I mean, I know a lot of women take theirs off when they're at home. But, you know, I have to go in and out quite often with the dogs and stuff. And, you know, we do have people stop over and whatever. And, you know.
And that's when they stop over.
I know.
When the days you're not wearing a bra.
Yeah, yeah. You know, or else they'll talk to me outside. One time, a neighbor talked to us outside. And here I'm sitting there with no bra on, no teeth done, hair not combed. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Well, and remember that Air Force guy that was riding
geez, yeah. That's when I started making sure I was wearing a bra, because this guy, I told you guys about this Air Force guy who was biking across America, and he had stopped here at this campground. He'd even come over and talk to us, wanted to take a picture with us and stuff, you know, because he was documenting this. This was all for veterans. What was it, Dave? Veterans something?
Oh, God, I can't remember the Wounded Warriors.
Wounded Warriors. So anyway, he had this flag, and so he's having people pose with the flag, United States flag, and then was going to be returning it down up to Washington.
Yes. And
then a relay team would be doing the same thing. There's that sailboat right behind him. If you want to look, it's real pretty. So anyway, yeah. So here I am like that, a ragamuffin, and my Lord, you know.
Oh, cool.
You know, so tonight I am going to paint when Bradley goes to work. I'm going to sit and do some painting. House needs to be fairly quiet, and the animals need to be sedate, you know, so they're not going to be knocking over my paint and water and everything. Me doing some looming, of course. Like I said, Brad will walk to work if he has to. I'm pretty sure he can get a ride to work. Not sure he can get one home. So, you know, but it is what it is. But one suggestion one of our friends had was, well, I decided about just getting a regular, you know, bike. I hadn't really thought of that. I guess Brad had an effect. You know, I think in a couple of weeks when Brad does get paid and stuff, we'll look for a used, just regular, you know, peddler bike that he could use for that. And there are so many bike trails around here, and that's something that he does enjoy. And as I continue to lose weight, I love to ride bikes too. And there's, like I said, there's so many beautiful paths around here and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be looking into getting a bike.
One of the nice things about here, as opposed to where we came from,
right?
There are no hills. Yes,
because you know where we were living and stuff, there were a lot of hills, and also there's not the severe wind. You know, when you're talking 45, 50 mile an hour winds, you know, and stuff, and the severe cold and stuff. So that was something I would really enjoy doing. That is a form of exercise outside I really enjoy doing. I prefer that over walking, personally. You know, so, yeah, we're going to be looking into, maybe we can find a used bike for, $30, $40 and,
That'd be cool.
yeah, that would be nice. And, even have the reflective tape we can put on it and stuff. No, I'm being serious, though, now.
I know you are.
So, it's all good. And, my topic for today, and I know this is a long video, but you guys are used to that. I don't think Brad's going to get to his words of wisdom on Sunday. He will probably have to switch that to a day off. And I know you all understand with him working now that, gotta do what we gotta do. Is that we all need to work on not being so self-absorbed and giving more, and myself included. I think we all sometimes forget that we are just a tiny speck in this world. It happens to the very best of us that we get sometimes so self-absorbed in what's going on in our life, and oh, woe is me, nothing ever is going to get any better. Why? I hear people a lot of times, why does this crap keep happening to me? It's called life. It's called life. You got to take the bad with the good. But, for me, what helped me is to think about the bigger picture. Because you guys even heard me complain about living in this RV. And yeah, we went out. We went out. We
want to sell the effort.
One thing helped me is I talk a lot with other people. And like my dear friend Michelle does a lot of work with the homeless. She's with an organization. They do a lot of work with the homeless. And they are cooking and going out there. And, if you guys watch Nirvana. She has a YouTube channel, Nirvana, and she recently went up there and, was helping too. I'm not going to complain about being in this because I think there's somebody out there who is sleeping on a park bench, or instead of having a blanket is trying to cover up with newspapers, or maybe trying to go to sleep being grateful that they got a hot meal. We can all do something to give back. Even, you guys know that we watch every penny like crazy, and you guys know that we've gone through some hard times with the loss of our home and jobs and a lot of and normal health stuff. We're not going to go through it all. But we can always do something like that. I do loom knitting. It's good for me. It keeps me busy. It keeps me going. It makes me feel like I'm being productive. And that's why right now, even though, like I said, I've got 90 items, I think, in Etsy, I'm not real overly concerned about, I hope that people like my stuff and want to buy it. But if it doesn't, I'm going to take all those hats and I'm going to donate them. I'm going to take all of my knitwear that anybody can use, and I'm just going to donate it. It's all good. Because that person that gets that hat, or the cowl, or a scarf, or if you make blankets, is going to be so grateful to be warm that night. That will make me feel good, because my whole thing in life is I have a whole problem with thinking that somebody's out there scared and cold. And there's so many, even in this country and stuff, that are. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart to think of a child going to school hungry. And I'm so glad they started doing the meals at school and stuff. But, and coming from a cold weather state, we understand how severe it can get. In Wyoming and stuff, it was not uncommon. There's not a whole lot of homeless people in Wyoming, because, especially in the wintertime, because of the severe weather. But it was not uncommon to have discovered that they found a homeless person that froze to death. How sad is that? So we can all do something to help within our community, or to help within even our country, you know, and that makes me feel good to get involved in something like that. And I know it does to so many of my other friends that craft, or even if you're not crafting, maybe you can, you know, be there to help hand out stuff, or maybe you could even just help organize, you know. So, you know, I think we all need to not just be so self-absorbed in that we think everything is wrong in our world, and look at the bigger picture. I do like what JFK said about ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And I think that is so very true. And, you know, that's why I know I've had people even make fun of me and say, well, why are you still sending stuff to people? You know, because, yeah, postage isn't cheap. Or why are you still giving stuff with your circumstance? It's like, because I can, and because God granted me the ability to do this, and you know, if I had to, I'd go, you know, buy sweaters from the thrift store and unravel them to be able to make more stuff. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I've seen some documentaries about some of the poorest people are some of the most giving people.
Yep.
And that's true.
Yep.
So, do you have anything to add about that, Bing?
No, I think you did absolutely wonderful.
So, we're good. Good. Brad likes his job. You know, people are real nice and stuff. So, you know, and I think he kind of feels good that, you know, we're doing everything we can for our situation. And in time, when it's meant to happen, things will happen where we have the money saved up to be able to get into a place, and that we find a place. But for now, this is where we're supposed to be, I feel.
Yeah.
You know, so. And, you know, that's just the way life is. Anything else?
Nope, I think you just did a wonderful job.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I love you guys, and thank you for watching my long-ass videos. And I do cherish your friendship so much. I hope you're having a great day, and I think you're all awesome. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.
Bye.